dunk. Down the middle, give the ball. Oh, what a slam dunk.
When I first know you guys in the Knicks, you'd never go on for interviews. Why was that? Was it just kind of an unwritten law?
Just while I went on, Coop said, I'm getting nervous, Chick. I said, that's good. That's when you're at your best. How are you?
Fine, Chick, and you?
Good. Family good?
Everybody's doing great.
Good. What about the fight coming up Friday night? I hear the guys in the locker room razzing you.
I got Tyson. Tyson's going to win it. I think he's the champion, and Larry has to prove himself.
How many rounds?
I'll say 3.
3 rounds? Wow, you're looking for a quickie. What about the Lakers? Have they got a knockout punch this year? Is this club as good as the record?
I think so, Chick. I think we're playing consistently well. We had a bad spell during the 15-game winning streak, but now we've rectified the situation by coming out, and I think we've achieved that killer instinct again.
More aggressive?
More aggressive on defense and definitely on offense.
You're a remarkable athlete, Coop, as everybody has told you. The last time we played the Denver Nuggets, Worthy could not play, so Coop started up front and forward. I think you could play any position, including center.
Well, Chick, we won't go that far. I think I can play the 1, 2, and 3 spot, but when you get to the 4 and 5, you're talking about Charles Oakley, Charles Barkley, and Moses Malone.
The game of basketball is getting, it seems, very, very rough. A lot of fights this year.
Well, I think it's just because teams are contending for the title along with L.A. and Boston, and you have more evenly matched ball clubs. I think the way to beat these teams, they so-called say, is to be physical and aggressive out on the floor, and some people can handle it and some can't.
Think 3 refs would help?
I definitely think so. I think especially when them games like we had the one where one of the officials got injured and then we had to go to 1. Well, if you got 1 now that he gets injured, we would have 2. So 3 officials would help.
I think it would make a game like your game, a finesse game, if the floor was wider, much better.
I don't want to say that, Chick, because that means more running and practice and things like that. But definitely, I think if the court was a little bit wider, we'd have a little bit more room to maneuver.
When I'm doing a game, I have to keep my eye on the Laker bench to see what subs are coming in. But with you at the Forum, I never have to look because the crowd hollers, Coop. Do you ever hear them?
All the time, Chick, and I want to thank you for starting it for one reason out here in L.A.
Does it really? Do you hear it? Does it lift you?
Oh, definitely. It inspires me a lot to get out there and do something, especially on the defensive end when you go for good defensive play and, you know, they respond that way. It makes you want to come back with another one.
I don't believe it. You are the second oldest in point of service player on the Laker team. Kareem's in his 19th year. You're in your 10th year.
Yes, I have, Chick, and it was like a blink of the eye going back to 1979, and, you know, I didn't think that this would happen, but finally here, and I'm glad because I can show a little leadership to some of the guys on the ball club.
The camaraderie of the club has been, well, the same since you've been with them. Always close.
Very close, and I think that is one key that we're so successful as far as our play out on the floor. You know, I think teams that don't play together after the court have a hard time, but what we do is we spend a lot of time together when we're on the road, and I think that helps gels us when we come into the game.
What if this would be the last basketball game you could play? What would you do in life?
Spend a lot of time with my family, Chick. I think I love working with kids, so I think I'd go into some kind of field on that.
Counseling kids and so forth.
Counseling kids, coaching kids. I've been talked to on several occasions as far as being a high school coach or an assistant at some level like that.
Would you make your home in California or split it between California and New Mexico?
Well, it depends on where my options were. Of course, right now I could say I would have to split it, but if things were a little bit better for me in Albuquerque, I'd probably have to move there. But right now I'm not thinking about that, Chick. They're trying to send me out of here faster than I want to go.
I'm not trying to send you out at all. I think you're going to be a 20-year veteran. You're going to beat Kareem. And one thing, you're going to be independently wealthy.
I hope so. That's what I'm striving to be.
Long ways from Pasadena, huh?
A long ways, Chick, and it's, you know, when I think back on it, I just smile because I had a lot of fun in getting to this goal, and I think what I try to do is help other kids attain their goals.
And he has helped many of us attain our goals. Michael Cooper, ladies and gentlemen, on the Los Angeles Lakers World